All right, we're recording.
So
This is gonna be awful. It's just two dumbasses coughing.
it's gonna be very
Because we're
good quality.
both incredibly sick.
And the thing is you may say something good, and we won't know because I'll cough over it probably.
Incredible.
But essentially, what scares children?
Topic for today, what we chose, horror for children, because traditionally horror movies are for adults. Because people get stabbed a whole lot, and then there's blood everywhere, and there's teenagers having sex in the woods. So typically this is an adult thing. Yeah. But there are at least two, because that's what we picked, but maybe more good examples of horror for kids. Sam, the scariest thing for you?
Well, let me just start by saying... I am scared of everything. I'm a pussy.
That's all right.
And Courage the Cowardly Dog, which, I mean, I've probably honestly only watched like 10 episodes, but I just even as a kid, I didn't even really know what was going on, but I just knew I didn't like it.
Yeah.
And then Monster House.
Another terrifying film.
Yeah. Which have both kind of been genred as comedies a little bit. I disagree wholeheartedly.
Monster House, I remember I've turned off halfway through maybe 3 movies in my life. And Monster House was one of them, because I was watching it with my loving mother, and then that old guy just had a heart attack in a children's film.
It's terrifying. You don't even know what a heart attack is.
No, not even really. And no one ever dies. Well, people die in children's movies, but it's always off screen. They throw Mufasa off the cliff.
It's heroic.
Yeah, and then you don't see him fall,
and
then you just see a corpse. You don't see some guy just yell at you, and then everything stops, and then it's just nothing.
Dude, and I've been trying to figure out, what makes those movies scary. Because, if you were shown, Psycho when you were, 7, I don't really know if it would, scare you.
Maybe.
Because it's kind of hard to understand. It's more adult thing.
Yeah.
But I feel like they really cracked down on what scares kids.
It's different. I found this article, Sam, for this academic piece. I found this article titled Children's Fright Reactions to Television and Films by Joanne Cantor. And they surveyed a lot of kids. And what they found is that it's typically thought that children don't get scared when they get older. They grow up and they're we're not scared of anything now. But it turns out, Sam, that is wrong.
False.
They just get scared of different things.
Yeah.
So let me scroll, see if I can find the part I'm looking for, because I lost it like an idiot.
Yeah, but like we said, both the things we picked are animated, and I think animation, in a sense, can be scarier for a kid. Going back and watching Courage the Cowardly Dog now,
it's not scary now.
It's not scary, but I feel like we were talking this before we started, that everything in animation can be exaggerated.
Yeah,
which makes it really fucking gross and scary looking.
Because usually they do stuff like that to give someone a funny face.
Yeah.
But then in Courage, they use that to make his entire eyeballs fly out of his head onto the floor. They spill out like spaghetti.
Dude, I can't express this enough. There was nothing in Courage the Cowardly Dog that I didn't think was scary. I thought the grandfather was scary.
Eustace.
Eustace. I thought Eustace was terrifying. He was mean.
Yeah, he's rude. He's crotchety. He doesn't have any teeth.
He never takes off his hat.
He's very eager to beat up a dog with a mallet.
Yeah.
Too eager.
Yeah.
It's a crime.
Which I will say is not far off from probably most grandfathers with dogs. But, no, I think for kids, it's the exaggeration of something you've never seen in real life that makes it terrifying.
Yeah. I found my thing.
Okay.
It's they studied a bunch of kids, and they had them in different age groups from about approximately 3, all the way to adolescent years. found 3 to 8-year-olds, which is usually the prime audience for movies like these, movies and shows, are their big fear were visually scary things. Animals, the dark, ghosts, monsters, or things that are scary and move suddenly. And then 9 to 12, sort of the end of that little era that primarily focuses on animated movies and TV shows. They're more terrified by anything that would involve personal injury or injury to people close to them.
Good.
Mm.
No sociopathic tendencies for them.
Well, you know.
We'll see. Too early to tell.
Yeah.
Yeah. For me, when I was a kid, if I heard a noise or something, I feel like most kids were like, "Oh, it's a monster." I always was scared of the noise, but I just thought it was like a human that broke.
Yeah, like a serial killer.
Yeah, that's my first thought always. Mainly kidnapping. I never thought death so much, but I had a tremendous fear of kidnapping.
I thought death all the time. Because from a young age, I was watching crime shows with my mother.
Yeah.
Probably too young.
Right.
And,
it's always too young.
Yeah. And you have this irrational fear. And as soon as you hear a loud noise, you're like, that's them. They found me out. They knew I was watching his case. And he broke out. I found Greg. He's watching my video. He's thinking it's scary. I'm going to kill him now.
Yeah.
Or someone like him. And it's completely stupid, obviously. I can say as an educated man. But but at the time, as a shrimp of a boy, I can say that it was terrifying.
Yeah. Well, what was it, 3 to 8 for Ghost and Monsters?
And anything that looks scary or moves suddenly. And it's mainly visual stuff, like graphic images. And we said earlier, animation's all that exaggeration.
Right.
They're doing a lot of exaggerated stuff in both the things we're talking about.
Yeah. Well, that's why I thought for me, it's not I hardly ever paid attention to storylines when I was a kid. I
just went over your head.
Yeah, it went over my head. I just get caught up in how weird the animation looked like. Anything on Cartoon Network, I hated the animation. I never watched it.
Yeah.
Ed and Eddie.
All right.
They looked,
all right.
They looked like a scrambled egg that came to life. Dude, I mean, I just hated it. And same with Courage the Cowardly Dog. Just the animation alone.
They did a lot of weird things in that show.
Yeah. And
it's borderline body horror.
But I mean, regardless of the animation, let's say I wasn't scared of it. Ghost, monsters in every episode.
Yeah.
So
you can't get away from it.
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
And it's kind of, there's really nothing kid friendly about that show.
No, except it's a dog. And everyone likes dogs. But there's also demons and evil real estate men.
Yeah.
And weird shit like that. And a monster house. It's this guy's wife died and he's sad about it. It's a
Neeber cracker or something.
Let me look. I actually can't remember, but I'm looking it up. It's Neeber cracker.
Neeber cracker.
Lovingly played by Steve Buscemi.
Which is just the perfect voice for that.
Yeah. I was scared to go on his lawn, and his lawn isn't real.
Yeah. No, yeah. He was terrifying. That could be the basis of the, don't go on the old man's lawn type thing.
Probably not. It came out in 2006.
Dude.
But
I mean, I don't know. I was only 6 then, so.
That's a good point.
Yeah. How could I know? Honestly, when you see something that's scary as when you're a kid, I feel like it's always scary to you.
Yeah.
I literally have a negative thoughts about when somebody brings up Courage the Cowardly Dog, I'm like, no. But I can appreciate a good horror movie.
Right.
You know?
Because you're a man.
Yeah, because I'm a man.
You've gone past your fear.
Except for, Courage or Monster House. Monster House came out when I was 6, and you don't know what a heart attack is when you're 6.
You don't really get it, yeah.
Yeah, and but the name is self-explanatory. It attacks your heart.
It does, and Last I checked, pretty vital organ.
Yeah.
You need that one.
So you don't even realize like what happens, but
No.
And you know what?
He's just lifting that kid in the air, like right above the ground. Can't even get away, and then he's like rage, and he just stops.
Yeah, but also the whole scene because DJ's friend, I can't remember his name.
It's Chowder.
Chowder. Okay.
Yeah.
DJ's friend Chowder, he loses basketball in Niebuhr Cracker's lawn.
Yeah.
And why is it always? It seems like such a far walk to get that fucking ball.
It's like 10 feet away, but the way they do it, it looks like it's 1,000.
Yeah.
Because, everyone's been there.
Yeah.
It's like that Sandlot moment. The ball's in the fence.
Yeah.
Suddenly the fence is 48 feet tall.
And, like, even if you haven't, like, seen the movie, you can... Even if you don't know it's a fucking horror movie when you click on that, you immediately feel like some kind of, like, tension. I haven't seen that movie in so long... But I felt the tension waiting for like him to open up the door and be like, "Get off my lawn!" Yeah, get off my lawn. Yeah, but yeah. I mean, the whole scene is like he has like 4 teeth.
Yeah.
He has like those like really. He kind of looks like Steve Buscemi if Buscemi did math.
I'm sure he has. I mean, look at the guy. Look at what he's done.
Yeah. But yeah, so he grabs the kid, he starts yelling at him, he has a heart attack, and he falls on the kid.
Yeah.
Which, if anybody with having a heart attack fell on you, would always be terrifying.
Oh yeah.
But when you're 8...
Maybe died, and it's some old bastard just dies on you and you can't get up.
Yeah, and then like, there's that shot, like the camera's below, like it's like DJ's like POV. And he's looking up, and you can see his like eye like wide open, just staring at him.
Oh, that's the worst.
That's terrifying.
Close it. Stop.
Do us a favor before you drop dead.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
no, it's even worse that this is like the early 2000s, and it's one of those like Polar Express movies.
Yeah.
Where they're like yeah, it's not like a cutesy like this isn't Tangled.
No.
This is. Everyone looks like almost real, but also like ugly, and they don't move exactly right. They're all fidgety.
Well, that's the thing about animation. Like, you can make like if you want somebody to look good looking, you can make them look really good.
Yeah.
If you want someone to look bad, you can make them
they're ugly. Look like a wart.
Terrible.
Yeah.
Yeah, just like Nevercracker or his wife. They're all hideous. But that's the goal.
Oh, yeah.
That's the goal in Monster House.
Everything's hideous. Everything's scary. The house is a demon.
Yeah.
And also, like, a lady's soul is going to eat you up.
Yeah.
It's awful. And it gets both those demographics. You got the danger, because you're about to be chomped up by a rotten 2x4.
Yeah.
And then it's got the spooky imagery, because the house goes full Godzilla and starts running through the neighborhood, blowing stuff up.
But, yeah, I mean, even, like, for, like... I guess if there were to... Children's horror isn't really, like, a genre.
No, because there's nothing there.
There's very
Children's
few...
movies are supposed to be, like, happy.
Yeah.
And fun. And you make friends.
Right.
Nothing tries to kill you.
Right.
Or if it does, it's like Skeletor.
But even then, like, Monster House, like, since it's, like, the only, like, children's horror movie... It could have been so, like, fucking stereotypical if it wanted to.
Yeah.
To be, but it really, like, wasn't.
No. Like, it's not like, I'm not shaking in my boots watching it anymore.
Yeah.
But, like, it's well directed. It's got, like, it was nominated for an Oscar.
Yeah.
Like, it's crazy. They got, like, that high contrast lighting when they're in the house. Everyone's flailing the flashlights about.
Yeah. Do you think it's good for kids to see this? Like, not like, but long term. Like, do you think it matters?
I'm doing a quick read. Many researchers have assumed the potential for long-term negative effects. Very little systemic research has documented the pervasiveness of such reactions.
So, you're fine.
Yeah. I mean, not for a week.
Yeah, no.
I definitely had nightmares.
It takes a while. And it's not like... look, it's not like I have to go to therapy over Courage the Cowardly Dog.
But you think about it
I
sometimes.
think about it like that was
Yeah.
definitely a creepy show.
Like, I remember a lot of nightmares I had as a kid.
Yeah. And you don't have to go see like a shrink, you know? You don't have to go see Frasier over
the
over
village
this shit.
healer.
Yeah, but
Give you a potion.
But yeah, you still do think about it from time to time. And you know what's weird is like being in this horror class, we've watched a lot of like pretty much basically the best horror movies ever made.
Yeah, like the standard.
And like I feel like jumpy and like jittery during it. But afterwards, I'm usually just thinking, damn, that was just really
good.
fucking good.
Yeah.
But now I never think that about Monster House or Courage. I kind of think, that was kind of disturbing.
Yeah, I feel different after watching
I feel like
this.
there's something about just like... I feel like you get, like, most things affect you when you're a kid, and those things will always, like...
Yeah.
Just,
That's what this article I found, that's what they talked about. Like, once you get... The older you get, it's less about... I think quote for quote, it said that as children mature, they start becoming more afraid of abstract concepts and more realistic things, as opposed to, because like kids, they're like, ooh, the monster.
right.
They're scared of the monsters. They're scared of irrational injury. But as they get to teenhood, they're scared of politics and not having any money.
Right.
And
those are actually realistic
very real fears.
Yeah,
we're going through that right now.
Very real fears. Yeah.
Yeah. I'm always out of money.
Yeah.
It terrifies me.
Greg, we're friends.
We are.
I have no money.
Never.
Never. Yeah. And that is, I probably should be more fearful, to be honest. But,
Yeah.